In a dark bedsitter thousands of miles from home, a man named Dan frantically types at his desk. He is pouring liquor and hammering at the keys, consumed by guilt and desperate to rewrite his own history. His real name is Chandan, and every memory he has is permanently tangled up with his twin sister, Tara. This X-ray shows the severe skeletal reality of conjoined twins. Chandan and Tara developed in the exact same body, joined from the chest down through the pelvic area, until doctors separated them in a highly complex surgery. But the medical logic behind that separation was never purely about health. When it came time to divide their shared body, the doctors and the family made a choice that favored the boy at the direct expense of the girl. To write his script, Dan has to force his mind out of his lonely London apartment and travel back to his family's bright, stifling home in Bombay. He is searching for the exact moment the family began to break, and whether the secret they've kept for 16 years is what finally destroyed them. Outside the Patel house, the swarming streets of Bombay project a relentless, chaotic energy. Inside, the family relies on their wealth to project a facade of modern respectability, while the household quietly fractures. The parents are entirely divided in how they treat the teenagers. Bharati, the mother, hovers over Tara, trying to force-feed her out of intense, suffocating guilt. The father, Patel, ignores Tara's future, focusing his energy on making sure Chandan learns the business. This tense domestic bubble is quickly punctured by a teenage neighbor named Rupa. She pretends to be a supportive friend, but she's really there to stare at the twins' artificial legs and harvest fresh gossip. During a visit, Rupa brings the outside world's harsh judgment straight into the living room. She shares an old, dark rumor regarding the Patel community's historical treatment of infant girls. She blithely explains that historically, when families were burdened with unwanted female babies, they would literally drown the infants in a vessel of milk, claiming later that the child simply choked. Rupa treats the story as a curiosity from the past, but in this house, the custom of favoring the son over the daughter isn't a rumor. It is the governing rule of Tara's life. While the family argues in private, the surgeon who separated the twins, Dr. Akhara, is conducting television interviews. He presents the operation as a triumph of modern medicine. He boasts to viewers about the extreme biological rarity of the case. Conjoined twins almost always develop from a single fertilized egg, making them the same sex. Chandan and Tara developed from two separate eggs, making them a fused boy and girl. But the surgery left severe, lasting damage. Now 16, Tara's kidneys are failing, and she requires an immediate transplant to survive. Bharati is frantic. She insists her church shows she is a compatible match, and begs to give her own kidney to save her daughter. Patel absolutely forbids it. He overrides her completely, stating she is too mentally unstable to make the decision, and explicitly refuses to let her experience the satisfaction of saving Tara. The argument escalates violently until Patel physically strikes Bharati. Standing over her, he issues a devastating threat. If she doesn't back down, he will tell the children the truth about what really happened during their separation. Hearing her father scream that her mother is living a lie, Tara slumps into his arms. She collapses from the sheer psychological and physical toll of her parents' secrets. The doctors successfully divided the children's bodies, but that very act planted a secret so toxic, it shattered the parents' marriage and destroyed their sanity. Decades later, Dan sits at his typewriter in London, realizing that physical distance offers zero protection from the vivid ghosts of his childhood. Look at these two fractured faces. In this world, the twins aren't just two people. They are two halves of a single self. One half is nourished and groomed for the future, while the other is slowly allowed to waste away. Dan's obsessive writing is an act of mourning. He is trying to write his sister's story, because it is the only way to reconnect with the neglected, feminine side of himself that he was forced to leave behind. This play forces us to look at the biases operating silently inside our own homes. What do you think about Dattani's portrayal of the Patel family? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, drop a like, share this with your classmates, and subscribe to Akhara Study for more deep dives into modern literature.